Well, for my first and possibly last Belrayne's Word official video, I am here to tell you quickly that we're all fucked. Donald Trump is the new de facto president of the United States as of January 21st, 2017. And why is that, you may ask? Well, he only needs 5 electoral votes. Maine just went purple, which means that Maine is predominantly Democrat with at least 1 electoral college vote going to Donald Trump. That means that one of the most liberal states in the Union has become a swing state. Now, right now, Hillary Clinton needs 52 votes to become president. Now, looking at her chances at that, she is at 0%. Unless there is a miracle and she wins certain states that are currently going for Donald Trump, there's no way. Because he needs 5. She needs 52. He literally has over 100% more of a chance to become president than Hillary Clinton. She is 10 times behind him. With fucking, 4 or 5 states still out? Only 2 of those support Hillary Clinton. And it's a narrow margin lead. In New Hampshire, she's leading by maybe, I think, 1,000 points. By 1,000 votes. Maybe 2,000 votes. Minnesota, I think she's leading by not even a full percentage point. Arizona is still too close to call, but Donald Trump is leading in that state. Alaska just closed. Their initial reports are coming in. Let's face facts. Alaska, which is 3 points to Donald Trump, that's a given already. Just went up another point for Donald Trump. He only needs 4. So that means that a state has now applied one of their electoral college votes toward Donald Trump. Let's face it, people. Donald Trump is now the de facto president of the United States. Now, I am not going to sing Hail to the Chief to that fucker because I did not support him. And I want to go ahead and say this now. If you supported Jill Stein or Gary Johnson or anyone else for that matter, you are not the problem. You are the solution to our future problem. We are being force-fed Donald Trump tonight because and I can't say that they are the left. They're not the left. They're the centrist Democrat establishment have come out in support of this monster. And I want to give a shout out right now to Preston Chilton and Megan Harden for, liking my post that I posted about an hour ago. I was going to work on my first official Belrayne's Word video, which I am right now. So I'm going to give you 2 guys a shout out. There'll probably be more later on. You know what? I may just get on here and look at the people on my subscription list. I don't really know who they are. I know my wife is. And I know Carlos Alvarez is one of them. A big shout out to him. Carlos, you crazy bastard. Cheryl Craig, a big shout out to you. I want to give a shout out to Adam Murphy, for being a cool motherfucker. Sarah Cox for being cool. Keep up the good work. Stay strong, lady. God knows that tonight probably makes every one of us want to smoke fucking meth, because you know what? That makes as much fucking sense as what's going on. I want to give a shout out to everybody on the left and the right of the political spectrum. You know what? Hey, I don't agree with you. You voted this fucking moron in. That's fine. You know what? I didn't vote for him, so my conscience is clean. I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton either. And you know what? If you got a problem with me voting for a third party candidate, then you know what? You are part of the problem because you decided to back the wrong horse. Bernie Sanders should have been our president. He had everything we wanted. And because we didn't demand Hillary Clinton's stepping down, because we didn't stand firmly and say, that bitch don't speak for us, we don't want her, she does not deserve this. I did. I was adamantly against her being our fucking nominee. And you want to know something? Those of you that weren't, you're the problem. If you thought that Hillary Clinton would have been better for us than him, you are wrong. They're both bad for us. Now, look. Donald Trump hates gays, Muslims, Latinos, blacks, Jews, you name it. That is a long laundry list of anti-Semitic bullshit and racist propaganda that fuckhole has fucking put out there. And you want to know something? You voted for him. Or you allowed him to win. And don't say that, oh, you voted third party. That's kind of giving the election to the Republican. No, it's not. Because let me tell you right now, do you think for 1 second that my vote for Jill Stein, who didn't even get 1 fucking % of the vote, would have mattered for shit in this election? My wife's vote, my vote in the state of Tennessee, go and look at the state of Tennessee and who they fucking voted for. All the electoral votes in Tennessee went to Donald Trump. That means that my vote, my wife's vote, nothing. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, you voted for Jill Stein because you like marijuana. For all I know, Donald Trump is so anti-establishment that he might actually sit there and say, hey, I'll legalize pot, whatever. God, I hope Obama does it before he gets into office, because you know what? I need pot after that. After tonight, I need weed. I need weed. I need a stiff drink. I am a recovering alcoholic, people. And you want to know something? I want to get fucking drunk. I want to get so shit-faced plastered and stoned off my ass that I can't think straight. And you want to know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm having my wife get me a pack of cigarettes. I've been trying to quit, but the likelihood of us surviving to see the day when I get lung cancer is pretty much out there. Oh, I'm sure I'll get cancer of some sort, but it won't be lung cancer. I'm sure it'll be like brain cancer or, any number of fucking liver, kidney, spleen, or whatever cancer from the radiation poisoning we'll be getting from either our ozone layer dying or the fact that, hey, nuclear winter. I live 25 miles away from Arnold's Air Force Base. What do you think? I live 25 miles away from an Air Force base. What do you think? I think I don't stand a fucking chance. I think we're all fucked. And I think that the people that voted for Donald Trump are fucking stupid. Because they voted for a motherfucking monster tyrant pig. My daughter cried to me before she went to bed tonight. I hope that pig doesn't become president. He is such a bad man. My 9-year-old daughter can see that he is a monster. So let me help you now. Only us. From here on out. I love you all. I'm aware that we are in danger. Hell, I'll probably have a bullet put in my brain before I even get a chance to say anything against him. after he becomes president, because he will probably have all of his dissenters executed summarily because he is that kind of fucking monster. But welcome to the antithesis of the 2012 election, where everybody thought that the election was bought and paid for Mitt Romney. This is the opposite of that fucking bullshit. If you live in the Southeast, you're pretty much a dumb shit. Because you voted for Donald Trump. You live in Louisiana? I know a lot of you out there that did vote for him because you all didn't like Hillary Clinton. And you know what? I can see that. But it's like I told you, you had other options. But nobody ever listens to the voice of reason. The voice of reason says don't vote for either one of those motherfuckers. Don't do it. Hillary Clinton is not a good choice. Donald Trump is a bad fucking choice too. But you know what? I'm thinking about it. And we could be a little better off, but we could be a little worse off too. See, here's the deal. Hillary Clinton is in her own right a basket of deplorables. Now, half of Donald Trump's supporters are a basket of deplorables, but there are another half who are misinformed, who take everything Hillary Clinton says, and they're like, I can't believe this hawk bitch. She's a hawk. She wants war. She wants to conquer Syria. She wants to keep up our alliances with Saudi Arabia. She wants to completely rape our entire planet because it's what's best for her and her constituents. Her constituents aren't me or you or anybody that voted Democrat or Independent, or anyone else for that matter. Her constituencies are the bankers, are Wall Street. By the way, Donald Trump, he supports Wall Street. Don't let him lie to you. He does. Do you think anything is going to change in that realm? No. But I can tell you this. I need weed, I need cigarettes, I need alcohol, and I need to fucking get some sort of VR. Because I need to lose myself in some fucking false reality. Because this is some bullshit. This terrifies me so bad. Because no, this isn't just, an uncertain future. This is pretty goddamn certain that we are fucked. Why are we fucked? Let me tell you why we're fucked. We're beyond fucked. Fuck looked at us and said, ha ha ha, fuck this shit, I'm out. Peace. Fend for yourselves. Why did fuck do that? Because he wants to tear up the Paris Accord. You know what the Paris Accord is? All you Donald Trump supporters out there, they're like, oh, well, he said that's bad. That means that's bad. And we're just, that said Paris. Freedom Prize. Look here, dipshit. While you're sitting there and thinking to yourself that it's patriotic to be against the Paris Accords, you are supporting an environmental disaster. And we must not allow him to step out of any of those executive orders protecting the environment that Obama has signed. There is no way Hillary Clinton pulls this out tonight, people. None. Ever since he took the first lead, I knew it was over, because no president has ever been elected after going in to the election with that kind of deficit, being down 19-3. When he picked up Pennsylvania and Ohio and Florida, that was it. Out of the big swing states, those are the top three dogs. Virginia's usually a swing state, and so is Colorado, and they both went to Hillary Clinton. But that's not enough. She would have had to win all of the swing states. With Donald Trump winning shit like Alaska, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Utah, Missouri, Iowa, Louisiana, oh my God, Mississippi, fucking Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, Kentucky, I'm not at all surprised there, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and probably Michigan and Wisconsin too. And I might have skipped Arkansas. I don't really know. I'm not surprised that the South went to Trump. Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, fucking North Carolina and South Carolina, Tennessee and Kentucky. I said them already, I'm sure. I'm fucking tired. My blood pressure's up. And you know what? Indiana and Ohio, I'm not surprised either. Nor West Virginia. Those states are typically very conservative, very Republican, and they usually vote down Republican lines. Florida typically goes to Republicans too, because they have a Cuban population who are typically Republicans. Now, unless some of these states come back and reverse their electoral votes, because there have been some states that have taken away their electoral votes from Hillary Clinton and put them to Trump because they know Trump is going to win. And they're like, oh, we're changing our minds. We want to go ahead and back the guaranteed winner. Unless there is some fucking way that, you know, for once the corruption works in our favor and takes him out and puts her in, we are fucked. And you know what? We're fucked either way you look at it, even with her. It's just we're fucked in a different way. We're fucked in the way that Russia will probably nuke us if Hillary Clinton gets it. And I think that might play a role in some of those people who like to watch Alex Jones or The Economist or any of those other fuck-offs on YouTube who love to push out that goddamn rhetoric, you know, saying, well, if you don't vote for Trump, you're going to be voting against Christian values and you're going to be voting for the gays. And you know what? I hope to God Trump tries to stop gay people from getting married. I hope to God he tries to pull some racist shit with some black people or some fucking American Indians, Native Americans. My bad. I'm sorry, my brothers up there in North Dakota and South Dakota. The Dakota Access Pipeline is a load of bullshit. And the Fort Laramie Treaty is being thrown out the goddamn window because Donald Trump will make sure that it is. Hillary Clinton would too. There's no way around it. We have lost. We lost back when the primaries were over and the damn conventions were going on. We lost then. When they told Bernie Sanders, you won, but we're not giving it to you. We're giving it to Hillary because we rigged the election against you. And that's what they did. And now, half of our country has proven to be villains by proxy. What do I mean by that? I mean, they either didn't let their voice be heard or they voted for a villain. You voted for a man that looks like he has some sort of fucking mental disability. At least George W. Bush's eyes were proportionate with his face. Not when he was talking about a war, but still. Donald Trump has this look on his face half the time like, I'm better than you. Listen here, you damn bastard with your clown pubes on your fucking head. You are nothing to me but a scumbag piece of shit. You have sued and threatened your way into the White House. That's what you've done. I don't think that you've pulled half the shit that Hillary Clinton tried to pull. Hillary Clinton did her own bad. She tried to pay off the media and pay off her constituencies and get support from super PACs and get support from shit. That, by the way, I hate to tell you this, but the super PAC thing is one of the reasons why Hillary Clinton lost. This is our time to say money out of politics. If you take anything away from tonight, if any of you want to prove that you have any saving grace, this is what you do. Go to wolf-pack.com and support them somehow. You know, promote them. That's what I do. I can't afford to pay them money. I can't afford to pay for shit. I'm broke. Guess what? That's going to continue unless Donald Trump says, guess what we're going to do? We're going to make every American citizen rich because I'm rich and I want you to share my wealth. I don't think that'll happen. Matter of fact, I think that he'll take away our... by the way, my wife will no longer be making a little over minimum wage. She won't be making minimum wage. Minimum wage will be gone. People will be working 8 jobs to fucking support their families now. What, did you think that that wouldn't happen? Did you think that, we're tired of handouts? Really? Most of you ass clowns that are voting for Trump are getting handouts. I'll have you know that the state that I live in, Tennessee, has more social programs in it than the state of Kentucky does. And they're deeper in the conservative pocket than Kentucky is. Now, first and foremost, I am not a big fan of Gary Johnson or Bill Weld. But I realize that Gary Johnson and Bill Weld would have been a better choice than Donald Trump. Mind you, the whole Aleppo thing is what pretty much knocked him down from his momentum. But here's the thing. My support was behind the one candidate that nobody gave a chance to because they were like, oh, she's got a lot of the same views as Bernie Sanders, and we don't have to show her. We had to show him. We didn't have to show her. So we're not going to show her. Jill Stein? No. That's why I voted for her. Goddamn right it was a protest vote. It's a protest vote against the status quo. Against both parties that I feel should not be in charge of our country anymore. I think the Green Party has the better initiative. I think the Green Party has more of our real, they have our well-being at heart. And I know I'm babbling on and I'm probably sounding very incoherent. But here's the deal. It's 1:30 in the morning, people. I've got a headache. My blood pressure's up. I wish to God I could go to sleep, but I have 3 cats that are running around behind me, 2 of which are kittens. My God. So sleep comes when my daughter gets up in the morning and I can throw those cats in another room. I am deeply concerned about our future. And I don't hate you for supporting Trump. If you supported him, it's your choice. And you know what? Even if I know that it was the wrong choice, it's not my place to tell you that it was the wrong choice. Just like it's not your place to tell me that supporting Jill Stein was wrong. Because I felt that Jill Stein was speaking for me and my wife and our future and my daughter's future. My daughter actually looked into Jill Stein and she liked everything that she said. Perhaps there's something behind that. But the people of the United States have spoken. And Donald Trump is the new president of the United States as of January 21st. It's over. We lost. When I say we lost, I don't mean Hillary Clinton. I don't mean Jill Stein. I don't mean Gary Johnson. I mean the American way of life. The Native Americans, the indigenous peoples, have lost. The DAPL will happen. It would have happened with Hillary Clinton too, so don't think, well, Hillary Clinton's just as bad. Let me tell you something. Yes, she is when it comes to shit like that. She's a corporate fucking hawk. She's bad in her own way. Donald Trump is bad in his own way. They both have good things about them too, and Donald Trump has some good things. And he may get into office and say, I think what I'm going to do is I would like to make money off of pot. So I'm going to legalize marijuana throughout the United States. By the way, I'm going to call it cannabis because calling it marijuana is just feeding in the bullshit that makes it racist. But I want to give a shout out to everybody on Belreyne's Word. Thank you all for supporting. Promote the fuck out of the Facebook page, people. If you got Twitter, I'm fixing to start a Twitter page for it too. I'll attach it probably to my other account, which is at The Real Maniac, with the spelled THA, Maniac spelled with a K. I'll post it in the video or something. I don't know, at the bottom of the video or whatever. And also, obviously, the Facebook page, Belreyne's Word. I will probably be posting something on Belreyne Firewolf here in the next couple days. But know this. Belreyne Firewolf will not die. Belreyne's Word will not die. Unless there is an EMP right before a nuclear fuck bomb goes off, which is very, very likely. But at least it'll be over one of those blue states. So please, Cheryl, I know you're living in the Northwest. Get away. Move to Idaho. You're safer there. Won't have legal pot, but hey, at least you'll live. Look, if you live in Arizona, you're probably safe. If you live in New Mexico, you're probably fucked. Illinois, fucked. Virginia, fucked. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Donald Trump didn't relocate the capital of the United States somewhere else. He can't really do that, but he may try. I almost look for him to say, all right, I'm going to go in here today, and I want everybody to listen. Now the White House will be gold-plated, and I want the curtains to read Trump Towers. I want Trump Towers to be everywhere in here. And now I'm going to go and grab him by the pussy, and I'm going to take myself some Tic Tacs, and we're going to make America great again with the pussy grabbing, okay? And by the way, I'm going to go around in every fucking place I can go, and I'm going to look at every naked bitch I can, even though I know most of them don't want my old ass to see it. Donald Trump is a pig, a sexist, a misogynist, a bigot, an anti-Semite. But he's the fucker that won, so we're stuck with him. This has been Belreyne Firewolf for Belreyne's Word. And you know what, people? I hope I'm wrong. I hope we're not fucked. I hope that fucked hasn't looked at us and said, fuck this shit, I'm out. You're beyond my help. I hope to God that we can walk away from this and be safe. Because let me tell you something, people. I'm terrified for me, my family, and for you. This has been Belreyne Firewolf again. Shout out to my boy Grim Grime, a.k.a. Zane, a.k.a. my homie. And I guess a shout out to my basket of deplorable friends, too. Even though you guys are part of the fucking problem.